Hello, everyone. This is Big Irish Red. I'm coming to you and trying to give you guys a new understanding of this new patch, 10.0.7. Giving you guys a heads up of what new things are coming into the patch, and that you can start getting right now. For instance, on Amulet. It's a ring that gives you up to a 424 item level as of right now. Whether it's going to be upgradable in the future, I do not know. I want to say yes because it just makes sense for us to get done with it in the very first week of maxing the item level out of the patch. Just seemed ridiculous to me, but you just never know what Blizzard's going to do. So, what you can do is you can actually upgrade the stones themselves, and that actually is what affects the overall item level of the amulet. So right now I have a 424 amulet. I have three 424 gems in here. They start off at 411 for you when you first get them. So we're going to go over how to upgrade them, the kind of things you need to upgrade them, where you can get the keys for the vault, and then we're also going to go ahead and talk about a little bit of jewel crafting situations, because that's going to be how you actually upgrade the actual gems themselves. Is you have to have a jewel crafter do it for you through an item called Unstable Elementium. And this is my jewel crafting character, so that's why I'm going to do it on this guy. However, getting the actual recipe to make it is actually not hard at all, and right now it's very cheap. I know I spent around 50 or 60,000 gold on trying to actually get the tuning fork because I just wasn't able to get the RNG to actually get it to drop for me. So let's go ahead and go over real quick the tuning fork and the unstable elementium. That way, since we're right here and don't have to worry too much about what I can and cannot see when I'm all the way over there at the Forbidden Reach. So the tuning fork actually is the crystal tuning fork allows you to spawn a rare called amethyst. Amethyst will drop a recipe for crystal tuning fork, or not, sorry, not for crystal tuning fork. We'll actually drop it for the unstable elementium right here, which is 10 dormant primordial fragments and then silken gem dust. Now you don't need tier 3 silken gem dust. It's just that's all I have on me because I don't have anything below tier 2 or below tier 3. So that's all I have right now. But so it takes 2 of these per gem. So like let me go ahead and I'll go ahead and make 4 of these real quick since I have the primordial fragments to make them. So these are my 2 gems that I haven't upgraded yet, and they're going to be just for me to go ahead and swap out whenever I need to, especially since we're still in the beginning, the first week of the new patch. So I'm still not 100% sure if what Wowhead says is accurate. The Flame Lick Stone and the Freezing Ice Stone, those ones I'm very comfortable with, but it does recommend that I use as a Prot Warrior, the Humming Arcane Stone, which means if I deal magic damage, then I get a chance to fire arcane missiles, dealing 10,528 damage. Where I'm using the Delirious Bloodstone, where dealing damage has a chance to drain life, and I deal 21,855 shadow damage and healing me for that amount. So as a Prot Warrior, I feel that that's a little bit better for me, but to each their own. However, you feel it configures for you. I've known Prot Warriors so far this week that I've talked to that they're going all shield absorb, all defensive, and that's fine. I trust my healers, so I can go a little more offensive in mine. So, but anyways, you just click on the Unstable Elementium, click on any of the stones that you're going to be upgrading. You upgrade it to 418 with just one. To get it to 424, you click it twice, and you will now have that 424 item level option. Now, the way your amulet determines its item level is based on the actual gems that are in it. So, like for instance, if I were to put in another 424 item level, then obviously it'll stay 424. However, if I were to put in this 411, which I will do when we get to the village, if I put it in this 411, it will adjust the item level to the average item level of these 3 stones. So let's go ahead and head over to the. Actually, I'm gonna head to the auction house real quick first, because I want to show you guys what the crystal tuning fork is going for. Like I said, when I when I went to go purchase it, it was about 50 or 60,000 gold. Right now, I believe it's around 15. Whoops, can't spell right now. There we go. So yeah, so it's 16,000 gold right now. So it was around minimum price range was around 50 or 60 when I first bought it a few days ago. Now it's down to 16,000, so that's not too bad. But I will, if you guys, if that's a lot of gold for you, that's fine. I understand. I will go in and show you where you can farm to actually get the crystal fork, which is the item that you need to make the crystal tuning fork. And we'll go ahead and go through that. So, all right, give me 1 second. Let me head over to the village. Now I wanted to talk to you guys. I did find, not that I did find out, but I was given the quest to go do this. So if you guys haven't done it yet, now don't get me wrong, I have not been farming the expeditions as or the renown as much as I should have been doing. Definitely been working on my Iskara, but if you work on Dragon Scale Expedition, and a lot of you probably have actually a lot more than I do. I haven't really cared about it too much. Uh, but you can get the Waygates. Now, the Waygate will actually take you right to the Forbidden Reach, right to the island. So I wish there was or at least maybe I haven't discovered it yet, but I wish there was a Waygate here in the main city in Valdrakken. So, but I just fly over from Valdrakken and go here and take it to the Forbidden Reach. It's quicker than taking a flight path or flying there myself. So let's go ahead and get over there. So everything I'm about to show you is assuming that you've already gotten into the Zascara. I don't know how to say that properly, but the vaults. Okay, I'm going to just refer to it as the vaults. But assuming you've already gotten into the vaults, you've already gotten in there and gotten the quest for the Primordial Anvil and the Primordial Jewel Crafter's Kit. So this is all assuming that you've already gotten those done. And you've already gotten your ring. So, few things you want to know right away is, for instance, with the amulet, if you want to take a gem out, you go over to get stuck on something. You go over to the Jewel Crafter's Kit, the Jeweler's Kit, and you pluck out the Primordial Stone as the action button that comes up. And you just pluck it right out. Now, doing that will let you pluck out all gems that you want plucked, and then you can put them back in whenever you're ready. So, like, I'm going to go ahead and put in my 411 gem. So, like, right now, the item level is starting off. We're at the 405 item level, okay? So I'm going to put in my 411 gem. That's the only one I got. We're starting off brand new. I just got my first gem. We're going to put it in. I got 407 item level, okay? Now, let's say you're still working on upgrading your gems, but you only have 2 of them. So now you're at 413, and then, of course, you got 3 of them now, and 2 are upgraded, and you're still waiting to get the Primordial, so you're at 420. So, you go ahead and take that 411 out, put that one away. So, like, I'm going to put in all 3 of my 424s, or if you can only afford 1 upgrade per. And sometimes it'll glitch out like this. Like, as you can see, it's saying it's there, but it's not. Just exit out and reopen the jewel, the ring, and then put it back in there. Sometimes it gets finicky, and it's just an easy fix. So here's the thing about this is, if you go ahead and this character has already unlocked all of his vault. My vault is completely unlocked to me. I've been to every room, opened everything that I can open. There was a bug with a chest that's finally got fixed the other day, so thank goodness. However, we don't have to worry about that one too much. Excuse me. So now the big thing is if we wanted to, for instance, not that I want to destroy this 424 gem, but let's say if I wanted to break a Primordial Stone, I come up to the anvil. Obviously, it says break Primordial Stone on the action button. You go ahead and click it. Now, when you click it, it'll give you a "Are you sure? Don't screw up. Did you click on the right stone button?" Obviously, if I did, I hit yes. If not, I don't want to destroy my 424 humming. Now, to purchase, let's say, a second ring, okay, you can come over here to the researcher Amarith, and you can purchase yourself another amulet. So, like, if I wanted to, I could take these 2 gems, get a third gem, and purchase this Onyx amulet, upgrade these, and I can have 2 424 on amulets, which I do for my DK. My DK has a rating amulet and a Mythic Plus amulet, which for him it works out really well because the recommended ones for him are not too vastly different, but they are different. 2 out of the 3 gems for Mythic Plus are recommended, and I don't want to have to keep coming back here. So I ended up getting duplicates of the primary gem that requires for both rating and Mythic Plus, and then I ended up getting the other ones through randoms, like clicking on these here. You can go through and, for instance, let's just get a condensed fire magic. Okay, so we have the condensed fire magic. I can go ahead and open that gem, see what it gives me. So got the Entropic Fellstone. Well, for me, as a prot DK, doesn't really do anything for me. This is not one of my recommended stones. So I can go ahead and go over here. So I had 16, now I have 6. I can go ahead and just go ahead and break this stone. Yes, please. And now it gives me 12. So I can actually go back here and buy another stone and keep going back and forth. When I first started doing this to get my to get the right ones that I wanted, I think I had about maybe 7 or 8 stones that were not needed for me. So I went ahead and destroyed all those, and I think I had about 100 primordial fragments that I used to actually get the right stones that I wanted. I didn't use them all, of course, because I used quite a few of them. I used 60 of them once I farmed some more back up to upgrade my ring. And then, of course, I had the 50-something when we started today. So that's how you would go ahead and do it, is you'd go through all these gems, lead to multiple different types of gems. Like the fire magic, condensed fire one, I believe, has around 4 to 5 gems that can randomly come out. The flame stone, you have the fell entropic stone that we just got, and then a few others that are optional in there as well. I think 1 or 2 of these, the condensed, I think maybe shadow, and like maybe the condensed necromantic, they each only have 2, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. I will link it in the description below, so you guys can take a look and see if you're trying to get that exact gem that you need, which class of these you need to purchase, and so you can try it out. So, and you can, by the way, so if you're worried about it, let's say you bought like 7 of these, like you had 70 primordial fragments and you bought 7 of these, and you opened it up, and it was, the first one was the one you needed. Okay, well, that's fine. So I pay 10 for this, go ahead and sell it, it'll give me my 10 back. So it doesn't hurt you to, let's say I bought 7 of those, like I said, opened up until I got it, but if it happened on the first one or the second one and I still got a few, I can sell those back. So, not a big deal. Now, so for upgrading them, like I said, with the unstable elementium, if you are a jewel crafter, you can just go ahead and go through the recipe, get that. If not, you can just put in a crafting order. Put in a crafting order and go ahead and put that in for a jewel crafter into public order, guild order, personal order again. If I were you, I would definitely try and put it in as a personal order if you know a specific jewel crafter who has it, or a guild order, because the one thing you want to pay attention to is if you're among the people who are, let's say, don't have a whole lot of money, definitely as you get lower on the totem pole of how much you're putting in there, definitely going to be a less chance. I mean, I've already used my one crafting order that I can use for the day, and I just went straight to the 1,000, went to the top and worked my way down. The other day, these were actually up to 3,000 to 5,000 gold, so definitely not going to be wasting my time in the lower ends for this low part. So if you have someone in your guild or someone that you know personally who can do it, definitely have them do that. That way you don't have to worry about, well, it might expire and it still doesn't go through. So, all right. So I went ahead and I had to reload my rare scanner. Hopefully one pops up. I don't know when the last time one was up. So, but the way I was getting my vault keys, like I have one key available right now on this character because I sent most of my keys. I think I sent about 8 or 9 keys to my DK the other day. So, and that is something that you can do, thankfully. So if you have an abundance of keys on one character, they are count bound, so you can send them to other characters that are in need of opening your vault, their vault. So and my DK has a completely different vault than I do, meaning a different style. So he actually has the other one of the other options that you can get because there are multiple different options. When they reset, we'll probably get a new one next week, and then I'll have to go through that one and refarm keys eventually. So right now I'm just waiting for. I was waiting for a rare to spawn, but I don't have one right now, so I can just click on what I have as Handy Nose and I have Rare Scanner, so I can actually see what they drop and when they are up, and then they'll pop up on my map, of course. So, but certain rares will drop a key, and then if you're actually starting off and starting a new character and you're trying to catch up, the untapped Forbidden Knowledge is also something that drops. I have none of the new upgrade items that you can get for your class for plate, mail, leather, all that stuff. So, like this character, he's 411. He's a 4 level item level. There's no real issue with him. I don't need anything gear wise from here besides the ring. So when it came to all that extra gear that we were getting whenever we were killing either rares or quests or things like that, I was actually sending it to my bank tune. So like this one looks like it drops a chess piece. I don't know if it drops a I don't know if it drops a mail plate, whatever it drops. So what these guys do is they'll actually drop a key and then the untapped Forbidden Knowledge. The untapped Forbidden Knowledge is used to upgrade that piece of gear from, I think it's 385 is where it starts. I haven't actually upgraded anything because, like I said, I haven't had to. All right, so here's the Rezia the Drowned. Where's she at? So she's up here. And she actually does drop a key. She drops the untapped knowledge. She drops a leather helm, and then some green stuff, and then of course the wilder cloth. Sorry. So for instance, she drops a helm for rogue monk, druid, and demon hunter. So if I were to kill her, get that piece, I can send that to any tune I need to that's in that class range, and then they can use it to do the gear catch up mechanic. So, but anyway, so I've been farming these guys for keys. And that's actually been my best luck is to farm them because just going from here to another one, sometimes just random things like the bone pile, not so much a rare, but it's just an item that is there every now and then. Also, the old Werving Grounds inside the actual vault or the War Crash, that actually is another thing that people have been doing is they've been farming that in raid groups. I did not have very much luck in it. I had a friend in the guild that I think he spent an hour there, and he got anywhere between I think it was like 10 or 12 keys in an hour. And where me doing the rares, I got about 10 to 12 keys an hour. So it worked out about the same. But I spent a half hour in there and got one key. So, RNG and everything like that, it's very hard to determine which one is the better way to go ahead and farm. So for keys, that's probably one of the better methods is either rares or the actual War Crash farm with a raid group or even a party. Probably a party might be better, so it's easier to tag. But either way, it's fine. Those are the best ways to go, though. Those are the best routes, I would say, that have worked for me. So, now, for jewel crafters, and this is the big one, if you actually want to make the unstable Elementium, you want to kill Amethyst. Now, I talked to you guys about the crystal tuning fork earlier in the video. This is where you are going to get the recipe, and this is where the crystal tuning fork comes into place. You actually go ahead and right above the village here, there's a cave. Once you get into the cave, and I'll take you there, and then I'll just run out. I don't really care about killing these guys. They drop nothing I care about. But that right here is the resonant crystal. So the resonant crystal, you use the crystal tuning fork. You just come over here and click on it. And once you click on it, out of these rocks right over here, amethyst will break out. And then you go ahead and use use your abilities to kill him, and kill him as quickly as you can. Once you're done killing him, he will drop. I believe it's 100% chance. It dropped for me. I don't think there's a lower than 100% chance. I believe it's only 100% chance to drop it. So, and then you got the recipe. Then you can start making the unstable elementiums for yourself and for your guildies and for your friends. So, and then make some gold off of it. So right now, like I said, on my server, they're going for about 16,000 gold. Very cheap. Like I said, I bought mine for 50 to 60,000 gold. But that was just something that for ease of life for me. So that way I can make it, and I make it for my guildies as well. I don't charge them anything for it. They just tip me whatever they want. So... but that's how you get the unstable elementium recipe, and then so you can start making all your upgrades in the future, and you don't have to worry about going into the actual crafting order and having someone do it for you. So, someone give me a paper zeppelin. So any questions on that, just leave questions in the comments section, and I'll be able to help as best I can. If there's anything that I miss, please let me know, and I will answer it to the best of my ability, and as quickly as I possibly can. Also, if there's any kind of things that are going on in the patch that you guys want to know about that no one's really making videos about, or you're kind of curious and just haven't seen it, go ahead and message me in the comments section, and then we'll go ahead and see what we can do and see if I can figure it out for you and make a video on it so we can all be informed together. Once I turn my phone notifications off. Goodness gracious. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching the video. This is Big Irish Red, and have a wonderful day. I'm out.